Hey, what's up, guys? I am Duramax 11 Bravo, or Philip Gallatin. I'm going to show off my lb7 I'm about to start building, or already have. So a lot's already been done to it, but I plan on doing more. So start off, when I bought it, had white fender flares, raceline Raptors with some mud claws on them, white, no rockers, cab corners, those are gone. Had the standard 03 hood where the grill came up in here and the hood just came straight down. Regular headlights, taillights, original towing mirrors. Previous owner put fleece 20% over injectors in it and a fleece pump, head studs. It's pretty much all he did. He had a PPE tuner on it. So starting from the front, I painted the bumpers, or bedlined them black. We got Spider LED fog lights, Spider Halo headlights. These LED bars, I put an 06 hood and grill on. Whited out the bow tie. It was black for a while. Motor wise, I have done a wicked wheel in the turbo, 3-inch stainless downpipe, PP trans cooler. I think that's all that has been done to the motor. S&B cold air intake. I put black fender flares on. I got rid of the Raptors. I now have Anthem Defenders matte black with 33 by 12.5 R20 Patriot Torques. It's got PP tie rod sleeves on it, Rancho ready lift shocks on it. I'm about to put 3-inch keys in it and some blocks in the rear, get it up so these don't rub as bad. I took the original badges off, so there's still some of that residue here. Put these nice Duramax lb7 with EFI Live badges, Suncoast transmissions, gets that later. The 2015 style tow mirrors, I changed this out because this ended up getting stolen in the barracks. Bedlined it, which I went with the cheap route, and so their lines sucked. They oversprayed. It's got a 5-inch straight pipe, straight right off the coming from the turbo all the way back to an 8-inch tip. There's a tool. I put a toolbox in it. Smoke tail or third brake light. Spider tail lights painted. This bumper black. Now it's off like that because it is not for this truck. It is a very bent bumper. I ended up wrecking mine. Almost fell. I got a fast 150 GPH lift pump on it. And then I got a stage 5 transmission built by Street Diesel Solutions out of Tecumseh, Michigan. They also tuned my truck with EFI Live with a DSP-5. I have an Edge CTS2, glow shift triple gauge pillar, painted white because it was tan when I bought it. I have a Kenwood touchscreen radio. I got two 12-inch subs under the back seat. It's pretty much all I've done to this truck since I bought it, and I removed the PAP cap that was on it. That got taken care of. Also, I got the rockers bedlined here, and it's already starting to come off. Again, I went really cheaply. It's starting to bite me in the ass. So plans for the future of this truck, I got some damage right here. I don't know if you can see it from where trailing poked a hole through the top plastic and into the bumper. So altogether, eventually I want to do like a 3 or 4-inch suspension lift on it and then get a off-road bumper. Probably Fusion is what I was looking at. Royalty Core grill, billet mesh grill here. Upgrade the radiator, intercooler. Go to industrial injection, 50% over injectors with their Dragonfire dual CP3 setup. Maybe, probably, most likely, before I put a compound setup or a twin setup, do new rods and pistons in the bottom end of the motor, just so that doesn't blow up. There's a lot of maintenance I still got to do on it. It needs a new fuel filter, needs an alignment with the new wheels and tires. I want to do a kryptonite full front end, so control arms, tie rods, the whole everything. So I want to get that done. I want to get new hood because this one's got a nice dent in it, and so that springs up the front right here. You can see where it comes down. Need to replace the windshield wipers because they're just garbage. I want to, once I get new hood, new bed, I want to get it rewrapped, this Arctic white, and get the bed liner redone. New bed, just because this one's got scratches. It's got a big dent over there because it was a farm truck. Put 1-ton leaf springs under it. Steps, because my girlfriend complains about having to climb up in it. If I lift it, I will have trouble as well. I'm pretty short. What else? Pretty much everything else I want to do is just cosmetic. New rear bumper. Interior wise, I want to get the full console, not just this flip up. Eventually upgrade to like autometer gauges. It needs new brakes. What else? Basically, I just want to make this thing fast. I mean, it's got 395,000 miles on it, so it's an 03. It's pretty old. For most of this life, it was a farm truck, and I've had this truck since June of 2015. Since then, I've beat the living hell out of it. I used it as a farm truck, working at Golden Valley Farms. It pulled everything you could probably think of, running all sorts of different tires. I've ran Mud Claws, Cooper, ATS 2s and 3s, trail grapplers, which lasted me about a year and a half through winter and all that, and just got a lot done to it so far. I just want to keep progressing, and got a new mod already for it I'm gonna put on this weekend. I got some Longhorn Fab traction bars in the back of the truck, and the brackets are in here. We'll put those on this weekend. I'm gonna try and, you know, maybe fix some other issues like paint wise on it this weekend that I can do myself. Try and touch up some bed liner. Radio's been on the fritz, so I gotta kind of fix that every once in a while. And then I got a list of a whole bunch of things that I want to do in the next about year or so to this truck, and it also includes maintenance items. So front bumper, get a new rear bumper, new bed. I already got the traction bars. We can take that off the list. The 3-inch keys and blocks. I want to get new shocks put on it. Needs alignment, new hood, the steps. I got to put locks on my toolbox. I got one, I just got to put it on. Fix the paint. AC is broken. Key fob will lock but not unlock, so I got to fix that. If I do lift it, I got to put spacers on it, just because the front wheels will be out wider than the rear wheels, and it'll just look stupid. I have a brand new transfer case that was put in recently, and transfer case brace, so I need a transmission brace I want to put on. Fix the bed liner, I put in. I will put train horns on it just because I think that would be fun, mess with people when they get really mad at me. That's pretty much all I really want to do besides the grill. The off-road bumpers, I'll come later, but for right now, the stock OEM bumpers are perfectly fine. Has heated seats, I just don't have switches for them. This seat I'm in right now has a little red switch on the bottom. I press that and it turns on. Press it, it turns off. Passenger seat has no power at all. Gotta do that. So I want to switch the door panels over, get the new ones. It's gonna need new door speakers here soon. They're pretty messed up. And trying to think what else. There's quite a bit that's wrong with this truck. There's a bunch of wiring issues. It's got a bunch of rust. It's from Michigan. It's been in Michigan for 14 years. And it runs a 10.1 or a 9.9, or I should say like a 9.9 second 1/8 mile. I ran down the track, which is impressive for a crew cab, long bed truck. That's pushing nice meaty off-road tires on a prep track. That was very fun experience trying to get that going. There was a dude there from lb7 Heaven with a lawnmower in the back of his lb7. I raced at Cummins, and I I beat him by about 1.2 seconds. He had me on the launch. I took it easy because I was trying not to kill people at Clarksville Speedway, because the lane and where the nearest people were was like probably about a foot from my exhaust tip, and I didn't want to just coat them with smoke. And other than that, truck runs fine. Runs pretty strong for it being as old as it is. Probably the next thing to go out will be injectors or glow plugs. I'm hoping that's not till sometime next year, like next summer, where I'll be able to drive my Chevelle instead of this truck. But you know, what happens happens. I have way more than this truck is worth put into it, and basically, according to Kelly Blue Book, this truck has about $8,000 to $10,000 depending on what condition I turn it in for trade-in, and so that's what my insurance goes off of. And I have a lot more than that put into it. The trans alone was about $7,200 of work and labor, and then on top of that, Wicked Wheel is like $300, Fast Pump $500. I got $2,600 wheels and tires on it. I got new transfer cases like $800 with the brace. I got a new front differential. I got new brakes that I just put on it. It's got an S&B intake that's like 200 some bucks. It's got a nice stainless downpipe that was a couple $100. The exhaust is more than that, but that came with the truck. New tow mirrors were a few $100. This was a couple $100. I bought that. I bought my CTS2 off of NCO at my company for about $200, which was phenomenal. Because they're like $400 or $500 brand new. Radio and sub are like $300 or $400. Had injectors put in it when I was at basic training, because they went out on my dad when he was using it to pull wood and other things. So right there was like another $3 or $4 grand. And I had one fixed because it was its balance rate was off ridiculous. Like all the injectors were like 0.5 or like under 3.0, and then this one was just like 7.0. It was ridiculous. So that one got replaced, and that was probably about $400 or $500. New front hubs got put on while I was gone at a training event. That was $500-600. I mean, I have probably put about, I want to say, close with total buying it so far, close to like 16 or 17,000 into this truck, if not more. I haven't done the actual math, but it's close to 20-ish thousand I put into this truck. And frankly, there's no point in selling it. I mean, no one's gonna buy an almost 400,000 mile truck, because it will be by the end of this year a 400,000 mile truck. I got 2 or 3 trips to and from Michigan, from Tennessee, so that's 500 miles each way. Right there's 2,000. That would put me up to 97,000. Plus, I do a lot of driving down around here, and no one's gonna buy it, and so everyone's like, "Oh, why didn't you just get a newer truck?" Well, I have a problem with newer trucks. Newer trucks, for one, like the LMLs, the LMMs, you know, they got emissions on them, and it makes it hard for you to build them because parts are gonna be expensive, and if you go in the wrong town or wrong state, and they catch you doing something, or they catch it modded, and you know you took your emissions off, and you're driving on the road, and it's like your daily drive or whatever. You know, there's not just like state and local fines, but you can face federal fines, which are very expensive. Because I know I live about an hour from Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor has a lot of emissions restrictions. With an 03, there were no federal emissions put on these unless it's from California. Then you had state emissions. So I can do whatever I want with this lb7. I can have this thing on a lope tune and drive through Ann Arbor, and I'm probably not going to get messed with it because my truck never had emissions on it to begin with. But an LMM, if I were to buy like an 08, 09, go in Ann Arbor, and they see nice exhaust tip exhaust, lift pump, no DEF, I'll get pulled over quick as fuck. And I just don't want to deal with that. But my dad's got an LBZ. I'd take an LBZ. They're pretty nice motors. Not just that, the cat eye hood that I have on this one is an 06, and I like the look. The only problem is, you know, EGR delete, you gotta do that, and then tune it, But LBZs are pretty fast. Our platoon medic has one, and I raced him on Mexico. I beat him because his truck's just basically stock with a bully log on it. But he's gonna start modding that one soon. It's pretty nice. Klemp, Klemp has a '08. He refuses to race because he's trying to sell it, so he's trying to baby it so he can turn it in the dealership or whatever and get a new truck. But he's teetered on the fence of whether or not to sell it or not for probably 6 months now. It's just getting ridiculous. But there'll be I'll post a new video probably Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, maybe Sunday, of the installation of the traction bars, which will be a very fun process because I'm probably gonna be doing it mostly myself, and probably post a couple videos going down the direct strip these next couple weekends, just doing dumb stuff, you know, just being on her. But most of the time I do baby this truck. But please like and subscribe, and just help me do more.